I figured it out. I know exactly why they call this film Captain America Civil War. Just think about it. If they were to call this film just Civil War, well then, let's just say a lot of kids would fool the shit out of their history teachers. What's going on, guys? HamstaGanza over here. Today I'm going to be reviewing Captain America Civil War. That just sounds so sexy. It's got such a nice ring to it. We have been waiting for this movie for a long time, and I can't believe it's out already. It's just. First of all, just a heads up, if you have not seen this film yet, but you have read the comic book, I highly recommend that you don't go in with your, head being all thinking that I'm going to see exactly the same thing from Civil War comic book in this film. No, 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 no. The film is not adapted exactly from the comic book. It stays in the spirit of the comic book, but it's clear from what the Russo brothers announced that they don't want to retell the story straight off from the comic book. They wanted to make it different. And even I know I've read into it, Kevin Feige said the same thing, that he wanted to take a different route with this film. But does it work? Yes. And I'm going to say a little bit of no. Let's just start off with what I love about this movie. Black Panther! I love this guy. I love this character. I'm so happy that they brought this character into this movie. They introduced him into the MCU through this film, and it was the best thing they could have done. He just nails the role. He's phenomenal. Chadwick Boseman is a perfect casting choice for this character. He delivers such a superb role. It's just amazing. Every single time I saw this character on the screen, I was just like, oh shit, it's Black Panther, it's Black Panther. That's how I felt, because he's just such an amazing character. He looks awesome. I'm so glad they brought this guy in this film. Next character I have to talk about, SpiderMan. Wow. Tom Holland, you have such a bright future ahead of you. Such a great young talent. This kid just brought us something beautiful. He just brought us the right amount of humor and everything that we would expect from Spider-Man at his very young age. This is the kind of Spider-Man we wanted to see, and the way he's depicted in this film is exactly how it's supposed to be done. Overall, I gotta say, I loved everything about this film. The action sequences, my god, they look stunning. And if we're speaking of stunning, the stuntmen, wow. These guys really put a lot of work into making this look as epic as it does. It's just unbelievable how sophisticated all these stunts were. The choreography, everything is just beautifully directed by the Russo brothers. And I gotta say, there may have been one little moment where there was some shaky cam, but you know what? I let that slide, because in all honesty, the film delivers exactly what it's supposed to deliver. The story flows from very beginning. We don't have just crazy action right away. No, we have the ability to process everything, to have some build up to the big moment of what causes the Civil War to happen. And what caused this to happen was that basically a lot of people, including the government, believed that the Avengers should sign the Sokovia Accords, which in the comic book is known as the Superhero Registration Act. Basically, what this act means is that the superheroes have to sign this document and agree that they will be supervised by the government, and that way, there will be less crazy chaos and there will be less catastrophe, because let's face it, even though they have saved a lot of lives have got lost because of that. And this is where we get the big debate between Steve Rogers and between Tony Stark. They don't agree with each other. Steve Rogers thinks that why should we agree to this? You know, governments want us to agree to this, but they might have a different agenda later on. Tony, on the other hand, has a valid point as well. And he says that I have weapons, I have technology that have caused so many innocent people to die. So what I love that this film portrays is how each character gets a good amount of time to explain their reasoning, to show their valid point of why this, why that. And you start to get the feel of like, not, okay, I'm definitely going to side with Captain America or I'm definitely going to side with Iron Man. No, you don't get really that feeling. You just see that this is a huge conflict that erupts because of this disagreement that they have between each other. And this is what leads up to the big civil war. Guys, you most definitely should see this film. I can't tell you just how much I appreciate it. I really gotta say, when I walked into this film, I was worried because even though I was thinking it was gonna be like exactly from the comic book, it wasn't. But it still works. And I gotta say, it captures actually some really nice, beautiful shots that I remembered I saw in the comic book. And I'm sure some of you who have read the comic know which parts I'm talking about, but I will for sure do a spoiler talk video of this movie, and I'm just gonna list the pros and cons, what I really felt this film still could have done in a maybe better way. But overall, guys, excellent movie. This film was epic. The action, glorious. Guys, let's hear what the Hamsters gotta say. He loves this movie. He's enjoying it. Wow. Wow, you can see all those carrots right there. He is in heaven right now. Very nice. Very nice. Yes. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your patience. I know I've really tried to get this review up as soon as possible. It's just been so much going on, and thank you for that. Also, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't. And guys, make sure to stay tuned in for my spoiler talk video, which I'm going to list the pros and cons. It should be up soon. I just want to get a little bit analytical, but talk more about what I felt they could have probably done that would have made this film even better than what it already is. Guys, did you love this movie? Do you like it? What did you think about it? Comment below and let me know. And if you enjoyed this extravaganza, then click right down below for more HamstaGanza.